Hi, so this week we learned about institution, which is essentially how society is organized to maintain structure. Specifically, the institution we're talking about is prison, and the structure more or less racism. So we can see that play out in the mass imprisonment article, which states that among men born between 1965 and 1969, 3% whites and 20% blacks had served time in prison by their early 30s. And that also ties into the Pager article, which states that blacks without any criminal records are still less likely to get employed than whites with criminal records. So we see that incarceration almost become like a life stage for black men, and even without considering incarceration system, black men is still very much at a disadvantage in our society. But specifically to talk about incarceration, our society uses it as a mean of putting black men in their class. It's almost like the new Jim Crow, where we force them to be in the bottom of the social ladder because imprisonment pretty much strips them of any chance of network, which ties into the Patriot article, and that translates into their children through a generational effect, as mentioned in the Fragile Family article. And we achieve that through racial profiling, which is essentially um, using laws to attack blacks, such as crack versus cocaine, and a lot of different laws that just attempts to put black people in their position in society. So the prison system has such a powerful impact, and we see that firsthandly through the Stanford experiment, how good normal students can transform into emotionally unstable and powerless prisoners or evil and power consumed guards who would do everything and go through any means to put these prisoners in their cell. So we can think about that in terms of workers versus capitalists and blacks versus white, and how these people at the top are doing everything they can and using any means they could to keep their their position of power, and to suppress the people beneath them. But really, we see that through all these articles that power is just a social construct, and so is race. It's created by us and empowered by us, and it's locked into a mind. So if we let that sense of the reality, be it like the comfort of our superior position or the powerlessness of our fragile place in society, consume our mind, we won't be able to change the current inequality America is facing. And this is just a sense of reality that anyone could change it through education, through communications, and just through conversations with different people. Thank you.